Hello, this is Mr. Wynn, and this video is about parallel lines and transversals. So a transversal is a line that intersects two or more other coplanar lines. Think of it as a line that goes through multiple other lines. And in the diagram below, line T is a transversal to line Q and R. So line T goes to these two other lines. Here's R, here's Q. Alright. Notice there are always 8 angles formed when there are two lines in a transversal. It helps to understand some key words. Exterior means outside the two lines. So here, first this blue area, and this blue area is the outside, the exterior. Interior means inside the two lines. So here's the green area, this is inside. Alternate means opposite sides of the transversal. Consecutive means same side of the transversal, and then corresponding means related or similar or same. Alright, so here it says there are 4 interior angles. It says angle 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in this green area inside. That's good. There are 4 exterior angles, 1, 2, 7, 8. So 1, 2 is on the top outside, 7, 8 is on the bottom outside. Then our first thing is consecutive interior angles. So consecutive means same side, and interior, so same side inside. Sometimes we even call it same side interior angles. Alright, so from the same side of the transversal, and the inside we have 4 and 5. We also have 3 and 6 right here. There are 4 and 5 and 3 and 6 are examples there. The next one is alternate interior. So I'm going to think of opposite sides inside. So non-adjacent interior angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal. So here's 4 is on the inside. Opposite, now we can't say 3 because that's adjacent. And that's a linear pair. We don't reuse names for other things. So linear pairs are different than all these new formulas you're about to learn. But 4 and 6 are alternate interior. Same for 5 and 3 because they're on opposite sides on the inside. Then we have alternate exterior, so opposite outside. So we have 1 on the outside. Opposite of that, that's not 2, is going to be, move this back right here, is going to be 7. 1 and 7 are alternate exterior. Same for 8. 8's on the left side of the outside, 2's on the right side of the outside. Alright, then last we have corresponding. They lie on the same side of the transversal and on the same side of Q and R. So corresponding, the easiest way to explain it is like think of these as cars. Alright, so this transversal is the road they're traveling on. So let's say they're driving upwards. Alright, corresponding means like the same seat, but more like a different car. So like 1 and 5 are corresponding because they're the drivers of each car. 2 and 6 are corresponding because they're the top, front and right passenger, front and right passenger. 4 and 8 are corresponding because they're behind the driver, behind the driver. Then 3 and 7 are corresponding because they're behind the passenger. So those are back right, back right. Alright, so think of it as same seats in different cars. Alright, so these 4 new angle pairs are added to your 2 angle pairs from before. You had linear pair and vertical angles. All 6 are distinct or different. So again, you can't have a pair of angles have 2 of the 6 names. Again, example, you cannot be vertical and alternate interior at the same time. An easy way to remember it is using the car analogy. And linear pair and vertical angles only involve a single car. While the new 4, alternate interior, alternate exterior, consecutive interior, and corresponding involves 2 cars. Alright, so in this diagram, notice line D is a transversal to all these lines. Identify the name for each angle pair given. So this is angle 1 and 12. Here's 1, here's 12. So we're on line D, that's transversal. Ignore line B, so 5, 6, 7, 8 don't exist. All this is the interior right now. And then out here is the exterior, out here is the exterior. So 1 and 12 are on the outsides, and then opposite sides, so they're going to be alternate exterior. Now 3 and 6. 3 is right here, and 6 is right here. So ignore line C because we don't have it. So here the inside's smaller, but the outside is bigger. So these are on the outsides as well, and they're on the opposite side, so alternate exterior. 9 and 4. Here's 9, here's 4. So ignore line B. They're on the inside, and they're on the opposite side, so they're going to be alternate interior. 11, 9. 11, 9 is a single car, just line C. So we're not even looking at line A or B. 9 and 11, they are side by side and make that line so that's the linear pair. So don't forget those. Very important. We have 2 and 3. 2 and 3 is also one car right here. They're not side by side, but they're opposite across from each other, diagonal. So that is a bow tie angle. That is vertical angles. Again, they're equal. 4, 11. Here's 4, here's 11. So line B does not exist. They're on the inside, but they're not opposite sides, they're consecutive, they're same side inside. So consecutive interior, or you can call them in same side interior. 5, 9, here's 5, here's 9, so ignore line A. Think of these as cars, or I'll say this is top left angle, top left angle, so they are corresponding. Alright, 3 and 12. 3's here, 12's here, so no line B, they're on the outsides. They're not alternate interior, exterior. They are the same side, but unfortunately, same side exterior or consecutive exterior is not an official name, so we're going to say no official name given. Alright, so if it's same side exterior or consecutive exterior, just say no official name. Alright, now if a transversal goes to parallel lines, then the angle pairs have a special relationship or formula that we can use. So here's line K and line M and N are parallel. Remember, parallel lines have those arrow symbols, or they can say it like this: M parallel symbol, line N. Alright, notice that all of the red angles, so angle 1, 3, 5, 7, look acute. And actually, they are all congruent. So if I could actually measure this and like overlap it here, it'd match. Or if I flip it, this is vertical. You already know vertical equal to each other. And if one matches 5, then that matches 7. Then of course one matches 7. You say transitive property. Alright, all the blue angles, 2, 4, 6, 8, look obtuse. And again, 2 is equal to 4, 6 is equal to 8 because of vertical. If I overlap 2 and 6, they would match perfectly. So they're actually the same angle, same measure. And then lastly, one red and one blue together. So any red, any blue will make 180, a linear pair. So 1 and 2 make a linear pair, so that's 180. But 1's the same as 5, so if I put 5 here, 5 and 2 would also make a linear pair, or 180. So they're supplementary. So using that, we can get the two formulas. So if angles are congruent, you say angle equals angle. So vertical angles are equal to each other, corresponding angles are equal to each other. For example, 1 and 5 is corresponding, 3 and 7 is corresponding, 2 and 6 are corresponding, they're both blue, they're the same. 4 and 8 are corresponding, they're both the same. Alright, also have alternate here, so 4 and 6 are the same, and here's 3 and 5 are also the same, both acute, acute. And then alternate exterior are the same, so 2 and 8 are equal, obtuse is obtuse, and then 1 and 7 acute, acute. Alright, so all four of these have the formula angle equals angle. Then we have the last three. If angles are supplementary, that means the two angles add up to 180. So consecutive interior or same side interior make 180. So for example, 4 and 5 are same side interior. One's blue, one's red. One's obtuse, one's acute. So together they make 180. Or you could say, oh, put this 5 up here as corresponding. 1, 4 is a linear pair. That makes 180. So that's the obvious angle is 180. And then no official name. So let's look at 2 and 7. That's the consecutive exterior. We have obtuse, acute. They make 180. Also 3 and 8. 3 and 8 has no official name because this outside, this is inside, opposite sides, but nothing. So obtuse, acute make 180. So make sure you know these formulas. Make sure you know which one has each formula. Let's solve a few problems. If angle 3 is 2x minus 17 and angle 4 is 85, find x. And these lines are parallel. So since they're parallel, R is parallel to the arrows and Q is a transversal, find the angle pair, use the formula. 4 and 5 are on the inside, interior, and the same side, so they're going to be consecutive interior. That formula is angles 180. So I fill it out. The first angle, 2x minus 17, plus the second angle, 85 equals 180. Combine like terms, subtract 68 both sides, divide by 2. Good answer, x is 56. Now, what if you don't know their consecutive interior? Is there another way? And the answer is yes. So let me do this. Angle 3 is right here. Angle 85 is right here. Now notice, I could say, angle 2 and 4 are corresponding. So I could move this 85 up here. And now I see, oh, these two are out to 180 because that makes a linear pair. So no matter how you move it, if you use vertical angles linear pairs, you can figure out if it's angle equals angle or angle plus angle is 180. I could also do, vertical angles to move this here. So 4 and 6 are the same. And then 6 and 8 are corresponding, so then I move it right here so that these two still make 180, linear pair. Alright, here's another one. Angle 1 is 6x plus 12, angle 5 is 4x plus 30, find x. So again, these are parallel, so identify the pair, use the formula. 1 and 5. So this is on the outside, outside, and they're on opposite sides. So alternate exterior. All the alternates are always equal to each other if you use the formula. So alternates are equal, vertical equals, corresponding is equal. So same, same, then both alternates. Alright, so angle equals angle. Fill in the formula. Solve for x, I'm going to subtract 4 both sides, 4x both sides. Then I'm going to subtract 12 both sides, then I'm going to divide by 2, get x equals 9. And like before, if you don't see this, you don't recognize alternate exterior, you can do the trick where you use corresponding, move them around, and then do either linear pair or vertical angles. So let's see. Angle 1 is right here. Angle 5 is up here. I could say, I could do vertical angle right here and say, oh, these are corresponding, they're equal. Or maybe I can do corresponding first and move this to 3. And then here, look, it's vertical angle. So vertical angle are equal to each other. So you'll get this formula angle equals angle no matter what if you do it correctly. Alright, here's another problem. Line X is parallel line Y with transversal line Z if angle 1 and angle are corresponding and angle 1 is that, while angle 8 is that. Find angle 1. So they already told us they're parallel with the transversal, so we just identify the angle pair, use the formula. They told us it's corresponding equal, so the formula is angle equals angle. So first angle, angle 1 is 10x minus 18, equals second angle, 4x 54. Solve for x by moving 4x over, moving 18 over, then dividing. Now x is not the answer. They said find angle 1, so we have to plug it in. So in angle 1, it's 10x turns to 12, so 10 times 12 minus 18, that's 120 minus 18 is 112. The final answer, angle 1, measure angle 1 is 112 degrees. Alright, now that you know what alternate exterior, alternate exterior, consecutive interior, corresponding angles are, you can use them as reasons for your proofs. You usually say definition of alternate interior angles when identifying a pair, or alternate interior angles are congruent when creating an equation. So here's an example of a geometric proof. Now, M is parallel to N, L is transversal. Prove angle 1 and 2 are supplementary, 3 and 4 are supplementary. So you know our two-column chart. First reason always given. From here, what can we say? We can say, oh, 1 and 3 make a linear pair, and 2 and 4 make a linear pair, because that is what the definition of linear pair is. So we use the fact we can identify or name linear pairs. From there, we can say, oh, 1 and 3 are supplementary, 2 and 4 are supplementary, because linear pairs are out of 180, right? From there, I can say angle 1 is congruent to angle 4, angle 2 is congruent to angle 3. So 1 and 4 are equal, 2 and 3 are equal, because that's what alternate interior angles are. 2 and 3 are alternate interior, 1 and 4 are alternate interior. Then I'm going to do get rid of the congruent symbols and say if these are congruent, their measures are equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 4, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Then last I'm going to do substitution. So I went from this line in green right here, says 1 and 3 supplementary. Because I know 2 is equal to 3, I've replaced this angle 3 with angle 2. So I know 1 and 2 are supplementary. Then here from 2 and 4 supplementary, I'm going to replace this 4, substitute, this angle 2 with angle 3, because angle 2 equals angle 3. And that's what they want proved. Alright, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to ask any questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.